All right, well, welcome to Tech Orientation. This is going to be short and sweet. Some really neat stuff that I've kind of learned along the way and that's been popping up is the 201. The 201 is really important to a lot of agents. How many agents don't have anything in their contact database? But let's start with orientation, and you're going to hear a lot more about the 201 coming up. There's a neat badge on your Keller Williams app that once you've gotten to 201, that the badge actually shows up and you have 201. We have right here the sign in for your command, and it's agent.kw.com. So one of the first things that we're going to cover, and I'll pull it up, okay, is we're going to get into command and we're going to check number one, which is checking your command and marketing profiles. Almost everything that's marketed to your website and to your flyers will come from here. If your name is wrong in here, your flyer is going to be wrong. If you don't have logos in there, it's not going to pull up when you automatically want things to pull up in your flyers. And you're going to wonder why when you send an email out that your picture wasn't there or your name was spelled wrong, or you just don't have everything in there and it'll be blank. Okay, so let's take a look at that real quick. Minimize that. Let's get logged into command. And by the way, if you are brand new, this is what's going to happen here. Sydney has sent out an email that looks like this. I tried to put it on one page and make a PDF of it. If you're brand new, you do have to come into the email that says welcome to KW to you. Follow the steps below. Your first step is to check off and get into the tech setup, do the questionnaire, click on the questionnaire. Your market center number is going to be the market center you're at. So if you're at the Southwest office, you'll be number 25. If you're at the Signature office, it'll be number 17. And if you're at the Central office, 1146. Okay, so if you belong to the business center of Signature, it'll be 17 BC. If you have any problems getting into there and getting in the right business center or the market center, just contact me or Sydney and we can help you get there. Okay, but once you finish that questionnaire, the Scott Leroy team, they will connect you with a whole bunch of sites, put your logins and passwords together, and then send you back an email that will have all your logins and passwords. Scott Leroy Cloud Setup, like this person has finished. Once they finish their setup for you, they will send you back an email that looks like this. And it tells you your market center number is 1146. This was just the central office, okay? And so when you click into this one here, you put 1146 in, it will be your logins and passwords. Everything they have set up. You can't get started without them helping you get set up. So let's go back and then follow step number 2. And then you have step number 3, 4, and then keep on going down and checking off those steps for you. Here, I'm gonna get logged into command real quick, and you can get your login and password information from your Scott Leroy. So this is command. All these are the apps in command, and they all do something different. So what we have is contacts, your task for the day or the week. We have some smart plans in here that you market to people and just to keep in front of them. So a lot of them are like emails and text you can set up. Some of them are automatic. Most of them, you're going to have to take a look at them. That's a smart plans class that you'll have to attend. You can look for referrals. Here's your opportunities. So when you have a contact in and you've been marketing to them and you've been calling them because of tasks, and they raise their hand and they ask you a question, now they become a lead. A contact is just a contact until they want to do something. And once they're interested in doing something, they become an opportunity. And the opportunity part of it is where you're going to be able to keep up with people. But opportunities is now your big whiteboard on all your sellers, your buyers, and your leases. And it keeps up with them at wherever stage they're at or phase they're at too, okay? So campaigns is a little different than smart plans. It does things better than smart plans. Smart plan does things better than campaigns. You're gonna have to decide on which one you wanna go with. And then you can run some reports. Designs is creating your flyers and your listing presentations, your buyers presentations, other things, socials. It does a lot of things in there. Yes, you do have to put some work into it. It's not automatic all the time. You do have to put some work into it. So I'm not going to talk about listings right now. And consumer is your website. So everybody go like, well, where's my website? Where's my website? Well, we'll kind of cover that a little bit. And I'm not going to show you how to modify your website or, customize it. The first thing we got to do is to make sure your marketing profile is correct. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go up to the right-hand corner. You have a name right there. We're going to click on it and we're going to go to settings. In settings, we're going to go across to the left-hand side and we're going to go to connect settings and we're going to drop down that drop-down menu. And there's a marketing profile right here. And once we click on marketing profile, it will bring up your marketing profile. A few things we have to do, make sure this is checked off that allows the information in here to go into your branding, okay? Your photos are gonna go up in here. It says your photos need to be a 360 by 360 pixel. It's just kind of like a square photo. If you have one that's longer than the width of it, what it's going to end up doing is that it's going to crop it to probably about your head and then lower. So what you need to do is crop it as a square so it come in here as a square. This team logo, you can put your picture in here again. It won't look weird. Okay, so your picture will be in two different places, or you can go grab this KW red KW and then just put it in there. But if you have a custom team logo or an individual logo, put it in here. This is what it's designed for. Just put it in here. And you can just update it and then add these photos in here. The majority of all your flyers and your website will be populated from here. Okay, all this information down in here. So here's my name. It's correct. You can put your license number here if you want to. Okay. If you don't have a team, this does kind of pop up with some team information. Just put your name with the Keller Southwest. That'll be fine too. Or the Norman Liu team. That's fine too. Here, I'll just change that. I'm just using my name. It's fine. There we go. All right. So your professional job title, you decide what you want to do. Your slogans, decide what you want to do. Okay. Your designations. If you've been in the business a while, you'll have some designations. If you're straight out of real estate school and you just joined the office, you haven't had a chance to go take classes and get a designations like a listing specialist or a negotiation specialist or some other ones. Most of those are going to require you to pay a yearly fee. Your affiliations here is military affiliations. Okay. So let's take a look. If you have family members, you're on active duty, you're in the reserves, you're a veteran that's already been out of the military. If you're a military spouse, Gold Star member, military family member, National Guard, or you're a supporter. In your bio here, again, use the ChatGPT or the Gemini from Google to help you write your bio. Make sure your phone numbers here are correct, and then your Southwest logo. Trek requires you to have very specific logos for the office you belong to. Like this is KW Southwest. If you're at the signature office, it will be KW Signature. And if you're at the central office, it'll be KW Houston Central. And this is where you update them. Make sure your office information is here. And compliance, your legal footer is each Keller Williams office is independently owned and operated. When Scott Leroy sets you up, they put a generic information about broker services in here. It's a blank one. It's in their Google Forms. They just linked it with the Google link and they put it in here to just get you started. It's the same thing with the Consumer Protection Notice. It's just the Google form. If any of these forms changes, it's not going to change here. And it's blank also. Trex says you have to have it filled out. Let's go take a quick look at where we're going to get it from HAR. And then you can use that link to put it anywhere that's necessary on your websites and your email addresses, anywhere that you need to have that, even your Facebook, okay? We have to do something different in Facebook, but we can do that in another class. Let me go to har.com, har.com. Okay, so to get to your information about broker services, the link that is actually yours, we have to go all the way over to the left-hand side. We have My Account. In the My Account, once you click on that, we have to go up to the top, My Account Information. A little past the halfway mark is the information about broker services. There we go. So this is a live link that changes the form for information about broker services anytime that document changes. And this is a live link that's changed anytime the Consumer Protection Notice is changed. So if you have these links hooked up to your website, you never have to worry about it. If you downloaded this and you put in your Google form, this information about broker services, it's filled out. You will have to remember to change it every single time and get yourself a new link, okay? So let's take a look at this link here. Information about broker services is gonna open up as a PDF. And as you can see, it is actually filled out with all the information that's necessary with the office. Your name is populated into here, your team leader, your broker, and your office. All these license numbers are the right ones. To copy that link, you just do copy link. And then I'm gonna go back to my website. Just remove this and you just paste the new one in. Okay, same one, okay? And you do the same thing for here. Don't worry about the legal footer image. Here in Texas, we're not required to have it. I'm sure some other states might have to have it. So your social media, go get your social media link and you can paste it in here, and YouTube. And then don't worry about the Google Analytics ID. Just do a save. I'm gonna do a save. And now it's saved. So if you have a website and you've already got all this, and remember, the Scott Leroy team will put this in here for you. So it's normanliu.kw.com. And that's my website here. Okay, the About Me, the information here, and the details. And you can actually add vendors into my preferred vendors area. Let me go back real quick. I'm gonna go all the way down, and almost every page in your website will have the information about broker services and the Consumer Protection Notice. And remember, this is my new home builders. So information about broker services, just check and make sure that is correct. And I don't know why it's on 2 pages. Now I know that's correct. It's working. And by the way, these listings here, right here, these listings here will just rotate. It's in your website. If you have listings, it will rotate your listings. If you want to add others from the office, you can rotate them in here too, okay? Very nice. It's already built for you. It's got some other things you can actually do in here. Add some mortgage calculators and some other things in here. It's real easy to do, okay? Alrighty, so let's get closed out of there. I don't need this one anymore. You know where the links are at. If you're not quite sure, I do have videos on all these things. And you want to get ahead, just let me know. I'll be happy to get you ahead. Alrighty, so that was your settings for your profile. Now, there are some other things in here that you can change in your profile itself. And you can edit a few things. There's not going to be a whole lot, but you can come in here and take a look at them. All right, so that completes step number 1 at your marketing profile. Let's check your DocuSign integrations. When the Scott Leroy team connects you to DocuSign, they cannot actually go into the DocuSign and connect you with the forms. We can connect DocuSign to the Texas Realtors and the National Association of Realtors forms, but I'm finding that when we put both of them in there, we don't have any problems getting documents. So up in the picture in the right-hand side, I want you to click on that, and then we're going to go to switch to rooms. We are actually housed under the Keller Williams rooms. And you might see different offices in here since I manage 3 different offices. But now you see a Keller Williams logo over here. We are now in the rooms of Keller Williams. To get to the settings in here to where we can actually connect to the documents, we're gonna have to click on our picture and we're gonna go to preferences. Once we go to preferences, over to the left-hand side, we have to go to integrations. And I do have a video on all of this, and I'm gonna disconnect myself from here. If you are brand new and you've never continued this integrations, you won't have anything up here. You will see an add a provider, and you will be able to click on Realtor and the Texas Realtors. If you're already connected, you're not going to be able to re-click it again because I'm still connected with the Texas Realtor. So I'm going to click on the Realtor, and you can go find your number, or you can go back to HAR real quick and go to my account again. And the account, you have membership card, and this number, the NRDS number, is the number we're looking for. And you go to your integrations and you paste that in there, or you go look for yourself with your original email that you signed up with HAR with, and your last name. Control V to paste it, put your last name in there, and then we have to select the Texas Association of Realtors and then validate it. And when you get a green sign that says you're validated, you're connected. Do the same thing with the Texas Realtors. It's a little bit longer. You have more information to fill out in there, but we need both of them filled out in here, okay? So if you've gotten that, your DocuSign is now hooked up to the forms so we can have forms to send out, okay? Let's go back to Command real quick. And now we're gonna take a look in Command under Settings again. And in the settings, you're gonna see that DocuSign is hooked up to Norman Liu at, and it could be AOL, it could be KW, it could be Gmail, okay? You're gonna have to know which one got hooked up. Or if you're not sure, you can disconnect it and reconnect it again. I'm not sure if anybody uses .loop anymore. There's a few agents that transfer in that goes, and they like .loop better, and it will be connected the same way, okay? Your DocuSign integrations. Number 3 is, let's check your Command and DocuSign connection, and we just did that. Number 4 is, let's download the consumer app. And let's download the Command app. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen here. I'm going to get on my phone. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and do a share. All right, so what you're seeing is my phone here. And get rid of this here. If you have an Android, you go to the Play Store. If you have an Apple, you go to get apps. So the Play Store for me, I'm going to click on that. And once I type in Keller Williams, there you'll see like the third and the fourth one down, it'll say the mobile app and command. So let's take a look at the mobile app first. Okay, the mobile app is the one that is the red KW with the white background. And since I've already downloaded it, I can just open it. This is a consumer app. I don't need this. And then once you get into your consumer app, you do have to register yourself because it's not your login and password. You go in and you do a sign up and you put your name and your email address in. And then if you would just go ahead and put your same password in that's in command, you won't have to worry about trying to remember your different passwords. There's a few things in here that you got to know. If you click on the little man down at the bottom and it comes up and you're up here, that's wonderful. If you're not up here at the top, you need to go and click on finding an agent. Since I'm already up here, I can't do this now. And then find yourself, and then you're going to have to connect with the agent. And then once you connect with the agent, you will be up there. There's a share your KW app right there. And once you share your KW app, you can send it many different ways. And you text it to them, they'll have the link. And once they get signed up, they will be in your command contacts. You will be marketed with this app. And then anybody else that shares it, you'll get information on whoever signs up on it too. You don't have to share it this way. You can actually send it out through your email, smart plans, whatever else, text, and they will get it and it will be the same thing. Okay, so that's your first app that you need to look at. The second app, go back and go Keller Williams command. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3. The fourth one down says Keller Williams command, and it's the white logo with the red background. I'm going to go ahead and open it from here since I already have it, and then you need to do this. And there it is. It's very similar to command. It's not as robust as working on the computer, but you can find a client in here. Here's the little man. And so everything that's as far as the client in here, in my command on the computer that I can see them in here too. And so if you don't have their number, you can call them, or you can text them from here, or you can send them an email. Your contacts. If you want to look at leads at the top. Okay, so those are some of my test stuff that I've gotten leads as. Recently active. I just clicked on my picture over to the left-hand side. I'm going to check my profile. And there you go. If you have 201 and in your contacts, you will be in the 201 club. And there's my badge for the 201 club. I clicked on my QR code looking thing and it brings up something you can let somebody scan to get your information in there. Okay, that's another thing that's pretty neat that's in there. But that's the two apps I want you to download and start playing with. I'm going to stop sharing on this one. So that's how you download your consumer app and your command app. Add 250 contacts via command app. Oh, look at that. Let me show you how easy that is. Get back into the command app. Okay, so this was released a while back. Here is your command app. I'm gonna go to the home screen. It really doesn't matter. And so if I go into the contacts, which is that little man right here, okay, this is your contact. You can add one contact at a time. I just clicked on the add button down there, and then I can put the contact name in and phone number and everything else in here. Now, there's 3 dots at the top, and it says select multiple, import contacts, add with QR code, check for duplicates. I want to select the multiple. Change things a little bit here. So the 3 contacts are here. I'm going to go do an import contacts. Yes, I do want to continue. And so what you're seeing here now is 4,153 contacts from my phone. I can import contacts directly from my contacts in my phone. And you can select them all, or you can select a few, but try to get at least 201. So at the top now, whoever you have selected, we go continue at the top. Do I want to add them as a tag? Okay, I'm going to create a new tag. I'm going to do test. That looks pretty good there. And let's do that one. And I want to continue. Duplicate tag name. Use a different one. 5. And then I want to continue. There we go. And then continue again. Being imported. 1 tag will be added. See how easy it is? Contacts not imported. The following contacts, because Ron's already in my contact database. Okay, so I'm okay with that. And he's in there now. So remember, I have Michael Flores that wasn't in there. I'm gonna go back to my contacts real quick. Search for Michael Flores. Michael Flores, okay. And now he's been imported from my phone. He's in my contacts on my phone. This is a lot easier than to try to download a CSV file and then importing from the CSV file to a command CSV file. All right, so we've added, 250 contacts or 201, or add as many as you can. And really, don't be afraid to add them to command. Nothing's gonna happen in there until you actually do something to apply to that contact. So you do have a chance to go in and clean up your contacts in there. Okay, so review the contacts, smart plans, and opportunities in command. Let's do that. Let's take a look at it real quick. You got your home screen. Again, here's your contacts, your smart plans, and your opportunities. And again, like I said, once you have a contact in here, got all my contacts. Once you have a contact in here and you've been putting them on a smart plan, and we'll go touch smart plans in a second here. To apply a smart plan to them, remember, here's your smart plans. And let's talk about smart plans real quick. Your smart plans, once we click on them, you're probably gonna have some that was added for you. Don't go in and try to use everything. Here's your smart plans. it says My Smart Plans. Okay, I have 203 in here, and if I can do a search and I can look for them, but these are my checked out smart plans and the ones I've made in here. So the library is basically your library to go find smart plans and be able to download them so you can use them. The next one down that says Keller Williams, these have been made in here since the day they released Command. And when they released Command, these were already in here. The one we basically use the most is the biweekly neighborhood nurture. If you have an 8x8, you should know what an 8x8 is. Your 8 touches in 8 weeks, and your quarterly call plan, meaning that you're going to call these people at a quarterly interval. Have a birthday in there for them, apply it to them. Do yourself a favor and apply all these things that you apply to yourself. And then the really neat one is your open house follow-up. What does it do? Here's your steps. In the steps, it sends this automatic text, and then it delays it a day, and then it tells you to send them a nice open house email, and then it delays it 2 days, and then it asks you to do a call, and it delays it 3 days, and it will automatically send this text. Now, you see where it says hi and then the contact first name in parentheses? It will automatically put their first name in there. It will delay it 4 days, and then it will ask you to make a call. Delay it 3 days, it will send this text, and it just goes on and on. Okay, the first time you send a text to anybody in through Twilio, it will give them the opportunity to unsubscribe. Okay, and so that's what happens in there. And the open house follow-up, and then I promote my app. You should be sending this to everybody. I have put a number of smart plans out there for agents to use during holidays, and I did miss the Cinco de Mayo, been pretty busy. And so I'm going to go search for myself. Not under smart plan, but I'm going to search for myself under the author. And so these are all the smart plans that I have published. You see me as the author. But if you are looking for a specific one, let's do smart plan name. And I'm going to be curious. I'm going to go Cinco de Mayo. Did I spell it right? All right. So here's your Cinco de Mayo. Okay. Some of them in here. This one has 40. That might be interesting. Okay. 176 downloads. You want to see what it is about? Here's your steps. Send an email. If you're not quite 100% certain what this is, because I don't know, I add it to my smart plan, Cinco de Mayo. And I'm going to go to contacts. I'm going to go find myself. Okay, I'm going to look for Norman Liu. And I use all the time. Okay, so in your contacts, you can add a smart plan to your contact person. Cinco de Mayo. And maybe I'll just add it from here. Go find Norman Liu. I'm going to take a chance that it's this one. Smart plan. I'm going to agree that I have permission to send it to them. I'm going to start it now. Let's go see what happened. Happy Cinco de Mayo. This is basically what I would have ended up making anyway. Pretty close, not bad. Again, your logo goes over there. All your information is populated from the marketing profile. They've already done all this for you. Doesn't have a specific date. There's your Keller Williams Southwest logo. Remember what I said about the KW logo, or your personal logo, or put the picture here again. Okay. And in opportunities now. All right. We have a contact. We put our contacts in command. We've taken the time to select the smart plans to market to them, and they raise their hand. They go like, I've seen that stuff. It's really good, but I'm curious about purchasing a home. What can you tell me about it? Or we're thinking about selling our house. Now the opportunity comes up. Here's your opportunities. In your opportunities, the whiteboard for listings is right here. The whiteboard for all your buyers is here. And the whiteboard for all your leases are here. Do we need to cover anything else? Done that. Compliance. Did anything in the class for this person? And here's your document section. In the document section, the under contract, you have to have certain documents to meet to submit for compliance, right? And at the same time, your offers and commissions need to be filled out so you get a CDA. And so what happens is these documents that you get, once you get them, you can actually go to transactions.com. And let's go to KW Transactions. I'm gonna hover over it again. Compliance, buyer's compliance. You can actually send these to Got Transactions, and they will open up an opportunity if necessary for your people, and they will put your documents into, if I can find the right place for it, smart plans, opportunities, into the right document holder. If you still plan on if you still want to do it yourself, you could still do it, but just know that they can do this for you. If you're new enough and you don't know about all these, they will tell you you're still missing. You still need to get this one, okay? Because of the way you're writing it. Here's what else you need to get. And it'll still be up to you to get it. They will just do this part of it for you, submit it for review, and they will also fill out the commission request for you. Okay, so that's transaction coordinating, and it's at no cost to you. But Norman, what if I want them to do everything for me? Well, there's a little cost. Now there's going to be something different in there. So Got Transactions, compliance, full TC services. So this is what I call transaction management for you. They will do everything for you. I've hooked them up with some agents that have not taken any classes. It's going to take you too long to learn command, learn everything in between there, learn DocuSign. Why don't you use them? It's all inclusive. You send them the information on your client. You send them basic information on how to write the contract out, and they will send you a proof. You proof it and say, no, this needs to be this needs to change to this, and they will send you another proof until you are satisfied with the contract, and they will send it out, and they will manage every step of the way for you. Here's your options. Transaction coordinating, they will just help you with uploading the documents and making sure that you're getting the right documents. It will still be up to you to get more documents through DocuSign or .lu. This, they do it all for you. Okay, I just wanted to put that in there to make sure y'all knew it was available, and it's available to all 3 offices. Got Transactions, okay? So, I believe that was the last part of this orientation part. Thanks for sticking around. And, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be in your offices, and please come and find me.